Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Halloween inspired makeup look. I'm going for like a split open mouth sewn together with rope, so just your classic Halloween gory look. I've been very inspired to do this look by multiple different artists out there, and I just thought I'd give it a go, so I thought I may as well film the process just to show you guys how it's done as well. I'll also show you all of the products I'll be using, yeah, let's get started. So just a quick look at the products I'll be using today. I'm going to be using some liquid latex, Ben Nye Dark Blood. I'll also be using the more scar-like, fresh, deeper, gooier stuff here. Powder to be setting throughout the whole look. Cream colors so I can mix and match to blend. I have some bruising colors throughout there that I've chosen. Just your standard powders that I'll be using as well to blend and finish up the touches. And of course the finishing piece will be the rope, tying it all together. So stay tuned. So basically we'll be starting off with liquid latex today. We'll be putting a layer in the on the area where we want the open wound to be. So I'll be doing open upward motion, and then we'll be putting ripped tissue over the area that we're doing, and doing that a few times to create a thicker layered skin so that we can work with that and make it look a little more realistic when we're opening up the wound. So with nothing further to do, let's get started. So when applying the liquid latex, I would usually use like a sponge or something to apply it, but I've just realized I have run out from a previous project, so I'm going to be using one of my crappy brushes. So if you are using brushes, don't use your good ones because usually special effects stuff is going to ruin them. So just if you have any like cheap, or just like older ones you don't use anymore, I definitely recommend using those rather than your good ones because they'll never be the same after latex. So yeah, so you just do in the area that you are desiring. So I'm going to start here and then work my way up. So with the tissue paper, I definitely recommend breaking it off into a similar size for the latex that you have placed on, only because when it's larger or different, it needs like latex to blend it in, and then it's harder to blend out when you're finished. So it'll just like it just makes it a little bit more messier for you in the long run. So it's definitely more ideal to keep it as precise or as small as possible and build from there. So once that layer is on, you just go back into the liquid latex and just repeat this process a few times until you think it's thick enough for your desired look. So when I tend to do it, I definitely go around the outside and then I wet the inside just so it's all flattened down, and then you can then like dampen the rest from the middle. It looks like it's coming together quite well. So now as I can see some sharp lines, I'm going to place a larger piece over the entire thing, but I'm going to make it a thin layer. So I'm splitting the tissue in half, and I'm going to place it over the entire thing, and I can, because it's thin, I can kind of see through, and I can break away around the area that I won't be using, and then just going over that bit with one last layer of latex. Oh god guys, a sponge. I definitely recommend using a sponge. It's a lot easier and looks a lot more blended. So this might be a bit of a botch job, but hey, you'll get the idea. Lucky this look is a little messy, so kind of goes with, you know. Okay, so now you just allow that to dry. So I'm a little impatient, so I will probably go use my hairdryer and I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back. That is looking a lot more drier. So now from here, we just have to put over the top of this our foundation color in a cream. So don't use liquid. I would definitely go for a more cream-based foundation, because it's just going to be a lot more together in the end. Using cream, it's going to last longer. So yeah, I'm going to get started with that, and then we can start the cool stuff. So once you've completed that, you can start covering the foundation with a powder puff. So this will set it into place, and then you can start cutting and adding the gory bits. So here's when the fun begins. I like to use the back of a thin makeup brush, like so, because you don't want to just like go in with scissors or anything, because it's really close to your skin. So I'll just go in to the back and kind of loosen it up. So now that I've done that, I can now go in with some scissors and open it up. Okay, so I have sliced through the middle here. So now what I think is smarter to do is to kind of trim away a little bit off, so that you've got room to kind of play around with that. So I'm going to cut like a small layer off. So that is sliced quite well all the way up. There's a bit of latex stuck in the middle here. So I might just go in the back with the makeup brush again and attempt digging it out, because we don't want to cut or damage our skin. You know what, I'm just going to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Do it for the gram, as they say. You know what? It's not really an issue. Okay, so now once you've cut out this layer here, You can now create your holes where you are going to be feeding through the rope essentially. So I'm going to place one here, 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 and here. And I'll be right back. So once you've punctured your holes, you can start infilling how you want the inside to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the middle, I'm going to have more of a darker blackish kind of tone to make it look like it has depth. And then around the sides of the mouth, I'm going to be doing like a reddish kind of bruised look. So now that that is in place, what we'll be doing now is we'll be going over the, we'll be putting the rope through the holes and creating the, I suppose the stitch. And then afterwards we'll be applying the blood and we shall have a finished look. So wrapping around. Okay, so now that that has been threaded through, you can see I have added like a little bit of like bruising around the areas because obviously it's going to be like infected, so you want to add like yellows, blues, blacks or whatever to really emphasize that illusion. And so from here, I suppose we could cut the rest of this off. I think we could leave it at that. I think it looks good like that, hey. But yeah, you get the idea. So I've just threaded from the inside out for the two corners, wrapped over, outside in, and then I think I might just cut these at the corners here so it's just got the cross. Oh, I don't know, maybe I could have it like dangling. Yeah, I might dangle it actually. I'm just gonna cut it into place and then we can start adding the blood. Sorry that I'm like kind of like figuring it out as I go. I'm not very like into like pre-planning. I'm more an artist than a makeup artist, so I just kind of go with how I feel in the moment. I was originally gonna do both sides, but like CBF, like alright, I'm gonna go do that and I will see you soon. Ooh, yes, that looks so cute. Okay, so using a Q-tip, I would go in with, what am I using? I'm using Fresh Scab by Ben Nye. So this is like the more like gooey, scabby stuff. And then after I've done that, I'll do like the oozing blood. So using a Q-tip, you just kind of add that on to a Q-tip as so, and then you just kind of just place it where you think it would be scabbing. So obviously definitely in the corners where you have stuck a rope through your skin. It's definitely probably where it's going to be infected and scabbing, so definitely do that. I'm going to do in the corners where you have completely cut your whole face up. I want to kind of keep the rope as kind of visual as possible, so I'm not going to get too much blood on the rope just because I don't want it to drown out or be covered, especially because it's really thin. Okay, it's starting to look cool now. So now I'm going to go in with also Ben Nye, which is definitely a special effects brand I would recommend. Their Dark Blood, Aged and Oxidized, to just kind of drizzle down. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, gross. So then this will start dripping down, and let it run as much as possible so it doesn't look smeared and fake. Oh god, it's dripping. So it's starting to look. Cut that on. And so with just a few more touch-ups and the blood added, I think we can say we've reached the final look. So yeah, this is basically what I had in mind. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. And I hope this has helped you if you're looking to do a similar look. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly videos, and have a great Halloween and stay safe. Keep it Hollywood, guys.